everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Seahawks. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Slot man moves right. On second down, Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And a look at Seattle's defense.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Chargers now on first down. He's going to float this. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he motions the wide receiver. After the interception, here's Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First down, this is Rawls. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He's got time. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Hundley, a sneak.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wilson, a give to Rawls. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and it's 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Third and long, it's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the I. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Third and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Play action. It's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A nice strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
One back is Lacey. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Third down. Here's Rawls. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. They come up in an offset eye. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They go again with Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds? Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half. I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Wilson, and that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Ten yards to go on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Lockett. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second down following the run. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Wilson now off the bootleg. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Curse goes in motion right. Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys that can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Lock it in motion right. The play clock's running down. They snap it at one. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's caught by Smith. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Rodgers going to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. They're 13 yards that time and a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers will try again on second down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check.
Play clock winding down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Let's go. Here we got 5, number 53.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's got Curse. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring this one touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They start on the ground with Rawls. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go with Rawls. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for